Here the sardines. Today they have some scales. And somebody said you don't need to worry about scales, but fish without scales, meaning they're not very fresh. So you just go like that to take scales off. Sardine scales are actually easy to take off because they're large, and when they're left you can see them very easily. All of them, because skin, we're gonna eat it. That's the tasty part. If it's smaller than this, I will use my finger, but it's a large one, so it's to behead the guy. Excuse me. Guillotine. You really don't need a knife for sardines normally. Oops. You put the finger between the bone and the meat and just push along. Then what is that gone? For sardine, for this dish, because we eat everything, you take dorsal fin, and there's some fins on the side. What's the name of that? And there's some, if you find large bones, you take it off. Some sardine bones are not that tough, but there's some left. Then there's on the side little bone, so you take that out. That's kind of not pleasant to eat it. So you feel it with the fingers. So there's some little bit, maybe this size sardines, little bit big bones. You take that off. When they're smaller than this, actually you don't need to worry about those things. It's very easy. And also take out the tail. Today this is the combination of herbs I'm adding to this fish or sardines. This is my interpretation of Thai fish ball that I had a long time ago, and now it's completely different. But I add herbs to sardine, which is very fishy flavored fish to certain people. So this is actually, this will make a dish for even for non-sardine eaters. I can convert those people into sardine eaters. And then today what I have is coriander, Italian basil, Thai basil, I took it off, but marjoram, parsley, chives, and salvia, sage, and lemon thyme. Normally I don't use rosemary, that's too harsh, and regular thyme, that's also a little bit too strong, but lemon thyme is gentle, so I'm putting a little bit. But this is more like a kind of my interpretation of Southeastern Asian cooking, a la Mediterranean, or a la our fire escape garden, because except coriander, these are all from our garden. So add whatever you have, and you can try whatever the combination of spices that or herbs that you have, and not dry spices. It's fresh herbs. That's very important. So I will chop them up and I will mix into the fish. I chop herbs some separated because they're a little bit different shapes and need different care. So here's some parsley. Italian parsley should be really fine. They don't need to be very fine, but it's almost like I make anything. This is a fish ball, but it looks like a herb balls. I add fish to herbs. This is a Japanese heavyweight fish bone cutting knife. But this is great for this dish. And then I can chop them roughly like that. But so after this, what I do might be noisy. I tried this once with a food processor, and which made the fish meat too fine grain and too smooth, and I didn't like the texture. But I like it just chopped like this. Yeah, see how much herbs that I have. Salt this at this time. So you know how much green that I have. So this is the fish paste. We didn't stick yet. I make it into balls, but balls meaning it's not really balls, like kind of flat plate. If there's a thick part in the middle, and if which one cook evenly, and I don't want to cook so much. I tried this and that. Today, really, I have a lot of herbs, not much of fish. I tried flour around it, and also the one that I had in Thailand, which was wonderful, was deep fried. I deep fried with a little bit of flour around it. Didn't like it so much. It gets greasy, and so now I'm pan frying, but without anything. Sometimes when the fish seems a little bit watery, I put a little bit of flour, but maybe today is the time. Yeah, today it was more herbs than usually I put in, and so I thought they might fall apart. So I lightly floured on the flat side. My experience, if you put the flour on the side, I don't cook with that much oil, and then the flour on the side doesn't get cooked and it stays raw. So I try to do it only on the flat side. Like now the pan is warm. So this is a extra virgin olive oil. We don't need that much oil. Whoops, already falling apart. I tried adding breadcrumbs, but of course I didn't like that. Breadcrumbs. I didn't need that much oil. Yeah, it's a little bit of brown and crisp. I'm not going to cook long. Anyway, I don't like overcooked fish in general. They get dry and very uninteresting. I call it done. That's it. That is the dish. So this is what we are eating tonight. Sardine balls. Just a risotto with a little bit of onion and cheeses from the fridge left over, and the Gujarati cabbage that I'm doing in the other video, and the edamame. Those are just a seasonal thing from a Japanese grocery store. Buon appetito!